The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Well, hello everyone. And once again, we're back in Dragon Age Origins. I know. I recently... What the hell? I know. I recently finished this game on Twitch. And we finished Dragon Age 2. And we also finished... And we have just started a playthrough of, well, not just started. We've been playing it for a little bit of time now. No, not for too long, but did start two playthroughs of Dragon Age Inquisition. But then I decided, hey, you know what? Since like I'm having a little bit of Dragon Age fever since with Veilguard coming out, probably sometime in the fall. Probably it is coming out in the fall. I decided I'm gonna make a brand new game with a brand new character. And you see by the title, yes, I'm gonna be a Dalish elf. I have a lot of characters planned. You know, I think that'd be cool. We played as a human noble in my first run through this game for Twitch and YouTube. So I decided we're gonna play as a different race and class, a different class too. All right, we know the same spiel like male and female. Like I said, we're gonna be an elf. I'm gonna read the description for it. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture. Scrounging and impoverished, living in the slums of human cities. Wait, I read that wrong. Scrounging and impoverished living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forest. Welcome nowhere else. Elves can be. Welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. I'm reading this so wrong. As you can see, I'm a professional. Anyway, we're gonna be an elf. And I already played a warrior in Origins, so we're gonna be different, and we're gonna be a rogue instead. Rogues are a lot of fun. I like warriors. Warrior might be my favorite class. And rogues are fun, but rogues are probably like my second favorite. And I like playing them. Mages are a lot of fun too. It is fun to be a magic user. And my current Inquisitor for my my Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough, he's an elf Inquisitor. But we're gonna be a rogue. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from all walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in picking locks and spotting traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal frontline fighters, but if rogues can circle around behind their target, they can backstab for a devastating effect. Rogue specializations are Ranger, Bard, Duelist, and Assassin. Awesome. Alright. And, yeah, we're gonna be a Dalish elf. Proud of your role as one of the few true elves, you have always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe, until a chance encounter with a relic of people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. Much different from the human noble story, which I love. I think my favorite origin is the human noble story, especially with what happens later on and the confrontation with How makes it more personal. But yeah, we're gonna be an elf.
Greetings.
Alright. His name is Rael. Rael Mahariel. Yeah. I got that from the D&D 5e handbook. But we're gonna go with and I could have just looked up a name for him, you know, like a name from one of the many elven words, because in the Dragon Age series. But I kind of like the name, actually. I liked it, so we're going with that. Rael Mahariel. All right, let's get to crafting. All right, we're gonna go all the way down. Let me this guy's face. All right. Complexion. Yep, skin tone's gonna stay the same. I'm gonna go with those tattoos. This one right here is the hunter tattoo, and he is a hunter in the Dalish tribe. He's one of their hunters, so naturally it's that's gonna be his tattoo. Tattoo intensity. Alright. Pick his hairstyle. There we go. Now his hair color. This is where it gets. This is where it gets. That's crazy. His hair's going to be like white. There's a story reason for that, of course. We're role playing here. That's why I love RPGs. You know, it's a role playing game. You gotta role play a little bit. Eyebrows should stay the same. Oh. Here, I'll make them that color. The eyebrows will be brown. Because, Rael's hair is actually brown. He just dyes it white. For some reason, that's just what he decided to do. Just dye his hair white. He just feels like it. Alright. His eyes. Those can all stay. Eye color. I like that. It's like they're like almost gray, almost. I kind of like them. All right. Nose. Those can stay the same. Alright, we'll go with that. Jaw and cheeks. I think about right there is good. Neck and ears. He doesn't have a very thick neck. There you go. And his portrait. Oh yeah, I took like a video. I just kind of took like a video of my phone of like all the settings I want for his creation. That way it goes by quicker. Let's see. Alright. We're gonna go for the experience voice.
Well, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working. Move aside.
There is a reason why I'm picking the experience voice. Is because he's voiced by it's Mark Meir. You know Commander Shepard? Yeah. That's why I'm picking the voice. Alright. There he is. This is it. This is my Dalish elf character, Rael Mahariel, and yeah. Now, like I said, a bit of role play. His hair is actually brown. That's his true hair color. But for some reason, for some reason, he decides to dye his hair white. So yeah, he was born with dark brown hair. But he decides to dye it white. For what reason? I don't know. He just decided to do it. He just decides to dye his hair white. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, there he is. I like the way he looks. He looks pretty. I think he looks pretty good. All right. Next. Now then. Alright. Attributes. We're going to put a focus on mostly like dex. Also cunning as well, but the cunning can stay at 14. I'm going to move his strength up to 2. Up by 2, so make it 12. And for this, I'm going to pick a coercion. Because I like to be able to like persuade people, you know. I think he can be persuasive. And since we're a rogue, we have to be able to stealth. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna be stealthy, and we're picking do up in training. All right, there you go. And yeah, we're gonna and yes, I'm going to play the game on casual because yeah. It's only with like Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition is when I start playing on, like, normal difficulty. But yeah, alright, let's go.
You were born
We're just here to have fun.
the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten law in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's the Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with them?
I gotta decide. I don't know. As a Dalish elf, I feel like Rael kind of puts like the safety of his clan above anything else. Also, I also know that like if these guys live, they kind of like attack the camp or something like that. Something like that. All right. Well, all right. Let's see. Let's find out what they're doing here.
Does it matter? Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Also, the tattoos I picked for Rail is the that's actually the tattoos for the goddess of the hunt. If you've been there, you should have If you've been there, you should have treasure to prove it.
But I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
How do you know that's Elvish, Tamlin?
I've seen something similar on the Keeper's scrolls. And this is all you found? Why didn't you look for more?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
You know what? You know what? They can bring a mob to drive us out. Kill them all.
Yes. One could expect no less from a Shem. This will not take long.
Holy shit! Damn!
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious.
Brutal, but hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? We gotta protect the clan. We gotta protect the clan. Shouldn't we inform the keeper?
She might be interested in these carvings, but let's see if there's anything more before we get excited. Besides, we're already here. Now, they said it was to the west.
All right then. Damn. The Dalish elves. All right. Man, we just totally murdered those guys. Like I said, you know, he's very he's pretty protective of the clan. Okay, he's very protective of his Dalish clan. He doesn't want any harm to come to them. That is all. Wolves.
Let's get it. No, quarter! Right. Time for some fun.
Come on already, let's look for this cave. They said it was to the west.
Task complete. On.
Got a new dagger.
Next.
Tree stump.
Light as a feather, silent as a wraith.
Light as a feather, silent as a wraith. Is that what you just said? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a stealthy boy. Alright.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
No, and that worries me. We should be wary.
Always the careful one. Fine.
Someone has to be.
I'm not running back until I know there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be? It looks like the Shem was telling the truth. These ruins look more human than elven.
Cocoon. Probably have spiders in there somewhere. Oh, the same dagger. Alright. I'm gonna talk to Tamlin real quick.
This place makes me nervous.
But talk, that'll calm you down.
I suppose so. Hey, weren't you supposed to be assisting Master Verathorn today? How did you end up coming with me?
I got out of it. I prefer to hunt.
Me too. Even if you are a better hunter than I am. Let's just find whatever's here and get out. We can talk later.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with the bow, but Tamlin, you're probably better than me with the bow. Me? I'm better using daggers.
Desperation is ugly perfume.
There you go.
That wasn't so bad.
Dang it.
Let's get started.
Keep forgetting I'm a rogue now.
I am unable to do that.
So I can disable traps and stuff now.
Trap.
See? There you go.
Trap. Time for sell.
Aw. Here, I'm gonna let my stealth go back up.
Yes.
Let's go.
Careful. These creatures will might upset.
Coming, Tamlin.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Look at this fist! I love it!
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
It's worn. But it looks vaguely familiar.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with a statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
Oh man, I think we get to see our Lathan or the Lathan forest in Vilgard. That's pretty cool. It's interesting. So much of our past is lost to us.
I'd never have guessed ancient elves might have lived here. With humans.
Alright, we're gonna keep going around.
I am unable to do that. Trap.
Oh, there you go. Alright.
On. Let's get started. You never had a chance.
This place is haunted.
Is the gas gonna disappear?
This should be.
We're now back 7.
Let's get started. Show me what you've got.
By the creators. What was that thing?
Some kind of demon bear or something. That's what I'm gonna assume it was. Dalish leather belt. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's look at this this mirror.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the writing says.
The keeper might be able to translate it.
Maybe, but she's not here to help us. Odd that it isn't broken like everything else. Especially with that bear lumbering around in here. I
You
wonder
can call that
whose
thing a
writing
bear.
it's for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
You're imagining things.
No, it was right there. Wait, there it is again.
Okay, maybe I saw that one.
Feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look.
Tamlin, don't get too close.
It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
What happened to Tamlin? Did he get sucked into the mirror? We got blasted back. What was that?
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
Hello again, Duncan. Happened.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethaline. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
How did I get here, Fenrir?
Hashem brought you back 2 days ago. You don't remember him?
I've been here for 2 days.
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
Is anyone looking for Tamlin?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
Oh, alright.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
Duncan? Is that the one who brought me back?
Yes. He introduced himself as the Grey Warden. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
I'm not sure. What does a darkspawn look like?
Like a man, but dark and tainted with evil. Perhaps you fought one in the cave and it wounded you.
There are many monsters, and dead men that walked.
Walking corpses? Dark magic, but not darkspawn. I know not what the other creatures might have been. What else did you find? What is the last thing you remember?
A mirror. Tamlin touched it.
A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalish? Without you, we will not find it.
I'm up to a keeper. I feel fine.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Meryl with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
The clan is leaving?
If there is any truth to what Duncan said, then darkspawn may show up in these parts soon. We must get away from that horde. That is not our only concern. Did you encounter any other humans out in the forest?
Yes, actually. Is it important?
So I feared. You have stirred up a hornet's nest, Dalish. Their village blames us for your actions. As everywhere, our people are not welcome here. We have stayed too long, and we must move on, quickly.
Why do you want me to take Meryl?
Meryl knows a degree of my magic. Tamlin's chances of surviving the journey back are greater with her help. I also wish for Meryl to see this cave and mirror. She has a sense for these things, and could shed light on the nature of this illness.
Okay. Doesn't Meryl risk getting ill as well?
You recovered, and Meryl will too. Still, be careful. Should you come upon the strange mirror again, do not touch it.
Are you not interested in the ruins in the mirror?
I would be lying if I said I was not. But whatever knowledge lies in that cave is not worth our children. I send you back with hopes of finding Tamlin, and that is all.
Alright, take Meryl to the cave and find Tamlin. Got it.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance. Remember that Tamlin needs your help. The old tomes say darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those. Darkspawn are savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself. Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly. When Tamlin's life is at stake? Ah, very well.
Oh, okay. I gotta ask this one. How did he know where to bring me? Oh, yeah.
He said he'd been looking for our clan and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order.
Dalish have joined these Grey Wardens before?
Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however.
Are these Wardens great warriors?
They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalen. Few can achieve their standards.
Alright.
Then do not tarry. Find Tamlin quickly. Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
Okay. Alright then. And I leveled up. Let's see. Definitely gonna put more of a focus on dexterity. I'm also going to put some point in strength as well. And I am going to get Voodoo Coercion. Like I said, I want to be able to persuade people. And also I want to get this Deft Hands. I want to be able to open up locks and spotting traps. Alright, we'll do that. Okay. Guess I could look around and see if anybody wants to talk.
Is Tamlin dead? Everybody says he's not coming back.
Why would the Keeper call for a move so early? We were not expecting to leave for weeks.
That Shemlin was a Grey Warden. They are supposed to be great warriors.
Why would the Keeper call for a move so early?
Same dialogue.
We were not expecting to leave for weeks.
Gillenon, Mother of the Hala. Algernon.
Done and done. I am unable to do that.
I can't open certain chests. I can't
Finished.
open. All right.
I'm glad you survived. Losing 2 of our young would be a great blow to the clan.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Losing Tamlin would be... How could Tamlin be lost? He knows this area well.
Alright. I'm gonna talk to Pival over here.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you're whole and well.
Sure, old man. No. I'm glad to be here as well, Hiron.
So you should be.
Oh.
What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
Tamlin insisted we go inside.
Tamlin's idea, huh? And you've no mind of your own. I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price. Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
What do you mean?
Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
Alright. Certainly, Hiron.
Come then. Help me as I go along. Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Yep. First up, well, children, it all starts with a mommy and daddy elf. Alright, well. Nah. I'm all for educating the young elven children. Long ago, we were slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
You ever lost your bow? It was a lot like that. But the humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
Then the human declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
We chose wandering the lands rather than the human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenon have a homeland once more.
We shall return the old ways. We shall return the old ways to those who have lost them.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last Elvenon. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly. I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost. The one who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past. Only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Dergenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
All right. Marin?
Thara, it's good to see you recovered.
How is the Hall faring, Marin?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
I won't allow that to happen.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
The Hala are beautiful creatures.
I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
God of the craft.
Can we trust this Grey Warden? How do we know he didn't hurt Tamlin?
Island.
I'm glad you've recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward. Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Then I am proud to tell it. Our clan was one of the first to flee the Dales. When we came to Ferelden, the fiercest of the Shemlin were the barbarians known as the Clane. We didn't wait for them to attack us. Every Dalish clan in Ferelden united to bring the battle to them.
There are more Dalish clans in Ferelden?
In Ferelden, in Orlais, wherever there are lands the humans cannot hold, we bring our Aravels. You met some at the last gathering. The ensuing battle went well for us. That day we carved out our reputation of being the deadliest archers. Our arrows won us the right to wander these woods at will. It was this very bow that my father used that day.
Thank you for the tale, Master Island, and especially the bow. I will honor its history.
Could I ask you for a bow as well, Master Island?
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes, thank you. And I'm not even going to use it, because I'm going to be using daggers this whole game.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Even though I'm going to be using daggers this whole game. May I see your crafts?
Of course. Take whatever you need.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything. Alright. Oh.
Hello there. I don't think we've met.
No, I don't think so.
Ah, it's good you're well. You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here.
You're not Dalish, are you?
That obvious, is it? I just found your camp a couple of days ago. A lucky thing. I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, and a bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure you'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right?
Nothing to worry about, Paul.
Thank you. The clan has been very kind and welcoming. I never expected it to be like this. It was good to meet you. Perhaps I'll get to hunt with you someday.
But here city elves don't know what it means to be elven.
Well, back in the city we hear the same about you. Stories about Dalish bandits attacking people for no reason.
We would never resort to banditry.
I'm just saying that's what we hear. And it's elves who say these things too, not humans.
Why did you leave the city?
I got into trouble for stealing. I'm not a thief. We just never really had a choice. Mother was a maid, and I was lucky if I could get work at the docks. You make a living however you can, right? When Mother died, I got drunk and was caught picking a guard's pocket. They were going to hang me, but I escaped and, well, here I am.
You won't have to resort to that anymore.
I'll do my best to adjust and fit in. I never dreamed you'd be so welcoming. I thought at best you might hide me for a bit. I'm glad I was wrong.
Doesn't the city learn to fight or shoot a bow?
Andraste's mercy, no. No one is allowed to walk around with any weapon. Fighting just gets you arrested. And I've never had to leave the city before, much less learn how to hunt.
Never been to Shemlin City. What's it like?
You've never been to a city? Surely you've at least visited a town.
We occasionally trade with the Shemlin in small villages, but only a few in the clan can undertake that task.
I can't imagine never having seen a city. It's crowded, with buildings all squeezed together. There are people everywhere, and it always stinks.
And elves live with the Shemlin?
Only if they're servants. Most of us live in a part of the city called an alienage, separated from the humans by walls. That's where all the poorest folk live. Laborers, dockhands, and thieves. And that's if you're lucky.
That hardly sounds like freedom.
We don't think about it like that. To most folks, that's just how it is.
Alright.
Of course. I hope to see you again.
It is done.
10 copper pieces.
How could Tamlin be lost? He knows this area well.
Alright, let's drop it in the save. A shawl.
Creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
A Nethera shawl. It's good to see you too.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
I shouldn't say. Just yet.
That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
You've never spoken to my parents much, Shawl.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in
Or
the
a
past.
shale?
Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we Dalish strive to learn of our past?
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
Is there ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was killed.
Oh, damn.
But your mother escaped.
Humans killed my father?
Yes, but also city elves, too.
Oh.
Those of our kind living with humans do not hold to the old ways. Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
Oh my gosh. My mother abandoned me?
She just couldn't carry on without your father.
Well,
The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
I can't believe I've never heard this tale.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you were older. Perhaps the time has come.
Oh, where is it?
Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapen. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Alright, there you go. I just learned my backstory. Apparently my mother walked into the moonlight and never returned. Does that mean she could be alive out there somewhere? Storage Aravel. Oh, this is it?
That one.
Yeah. A necklace made up of hundreds of wooden beads, each carved into the shape of an animal, deer, hawks, wolves, and rabbits, chase each other across its length.
Wasn't so bad.
I I'll wear it. Alright. Fenrir?
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
Yes, I'm going with Meryl.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
Alright, come with us. Safety in numbers.
Good. I'll follow you. Just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Keeper Marathari?
I see you have not left with Meryl yet. Is there something you need?
I want to bring Fenrir with us to the cave.
Fenrir? Are you certain? I'm already putting Meryl at risk. I don't want to lose you too.
I want to help, Keeper. If we can find Tamlin, it's worth the risk.
Very well, then. You have my permission. And thank you for asking for it.
Alright.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
It's pretty cool that we meet that Meryl's first appearance is in this game, not Dragon Age 2. If you play in the do-it-yourself story. Aren't you worried about getting sick?
A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be? Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it.
How much did the Keeper tell you?
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
Fenrir's coming with us. Any objections?
That depends on the Keeper. I thought we're supposed to go alone.
The Keeper is fine with it.
That's good enough for me. Now, are we ready?
Alright, let's head out now.
Then let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Oh, alright. Alright. Let's go. I can't stealth while in combat.
Right.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
You're asking me?
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe they followed the Grey Warden here.
Or he followed them. But why would they come here? And why would he? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
You do look quite pale, now that Meryl's mentioned it.
It's just the exertion.
Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness. But let's not think of that now. We should move on.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here?
No, this wasn't here. It's fresh.
The Grey Warden said he was returning to the cave. Perhaps this is his camp. If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
You spooked already? I don't hear anything.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Tamlin said he felt the same thing in the caves.
And now it's affecting the forest? Maybe that mirror unleashed some kind of sickness. That would not be good.
That's an understatement.
The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Alright. I'm stealthing. I'll go up to the guy at the very back. There we go. Look at that. Didn't need help at all. I just chose you guys all by myself. Alright.
Got it.
Are there any more enemies? No. Alright.
So these are the ruins.
Oh.
Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
Alright. Don't talk like that. You don't know.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Alright.
To the shadows.
Cursed creatures.
I'm going for the guy at the far back. Loot. Damn. Alright.
This should be easy. This should be easy.
You've been more than you can chew! Stay still!
There you go. Alright. Next thing I'm gonna upgrade is my my cunning a little bit. Let's see what I can grab. Below the belt. I'm gonna get dual weapon sweep. Nice. There he is, we found him.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
You heard fighting. Why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andaran Atishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
We're looking for our brother, Tamlin.
So you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Was that bear we saw at Darkspawn?
Perhaps. The mirror draws Darkspawn to it. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
So it's true. I have the Darkspawn Plague.
You have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Then what should I do?
First, we deal with the mirror. It is a pestilence and a threat. It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
Why not just tell him what the cure is?
It's not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your Keeper.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
I'm still alive. He could be too.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
All right. Very well. Let's go back to camp.
I sense no other darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
Nothing. He's gone.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
Well, there is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was lost here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Moving in, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well, Keeper.
Tell Hiren Pivel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I am eager to hear what you have to say.
Alright. Can I go around talking to folks real quick?
Why has the Grey Warden returned with you? We have much to do before we can travel.
You bring sad news. The Hala can sense it. They are restless and paw at the ground.
If only you two never found that cave. It would have been better off undiscovered for another millennia.
I see you have not returned with young Tamlin. Are we to assume the worst?
The Grey Warden says he will not be found.
A sad day for our clan. I know you and Tamlin were friends. My condolences on your loss.
Thank you, Master Isla.
May the creators guide your path.
Great.
I'm training Paul. He'll have to learn how to handle that bow quickly.
It was good to meet you.
Oh, thank the creators you're safe. I questioned the Keeper's wisdom at sending you off while you're still sick, but my doubts were misplaced. Tamlin isn't with you. Is it as everyone fears?
We never found his body.
Oh, oh dear. This is horrible news. Please take care of yourself and get better. We can't bear to lose anyone else.
It's my duty to protect the clan first.
As you always say, but you can't help anyone if you're dead, can you? I will see you soon, my dear. You make me very proud.
A shawl is the closest thing that Rael has to a mother. I'm talking to Meryl, so she has anything to say.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another time, if the Keeper thinks it's wise.
Is Tamlin dead? Everybody says he's not coming back.
It is time for the clan to move. This accursed place has brought us no good.
Everybody says he's not coming back.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin.
Yeah.
What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
My fault. I failed the clan.
You've done nothing of the sort, Dalen. Do not blame yourself. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
You prepare a service for Tamlin, please?
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Will the clan still leave?
Yes. The Darkspawn are too dangerous to risk staying here. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
He seems honorable. For a Shemlin.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask. Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Alright. Let's go see what Duncan and the Keeper have to say.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
What does it have to do with my cure?
Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
Can you just give me the cure?
The cure is only found by joining the Grey Wardens. As sole protectors against the Darkspawn, we're granted some immunity to the taint. But this is not charity. We enlist only the worthy, and you have certainly proven yourself. Should you join, it's unlikely you'll ever be able to return here.
Is the clan sending me away?
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
This is all I've ever known. This is my home.
A home the Darkspawn may tear apart. This way you can find a cure and protect your clan. Have courage.
I cannot express my sadness at sending one of our sons off into such danger, away from the clan that loves him. But if this is what the Creators intend for you, Dalish, meet your destiny with your head held high. No matter where you go, you are Dalish. Never forget that.
But I could still just be like, I will not go. Now Rael is thinking like, if it's the only way that he can live from the Darkspawn taint, and also maybe protect his clan, then yeah, he'll do it. He will become a Grey Warden. This is my duty, then I will go.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalish. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
Can I say goodbye to my clan, at least?
Of course. Say your farewells, then let us be off. We have much ground to cover.
Come then, Dalish. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Alright. Saying my farewell to the clan. There you go. There you go.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Oh.
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Now, Rael is aware, despite being a Dalish elf, he is aware that Ferelden has a king. He's only ever heard about the king. About King Kaelan right here. But he'll be nice for now. He'll be nice. He'll be nice. He doesn't want to embarrass Duncan or anything. I am Rael, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not?
That's
I
right.
hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
You know of the Dalish, King Kaelin?
I wish I knew more, but your people aren't exactly fond of mine. For good reason. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take the darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now. It is a secret, and it is not a simple antidote. The joining is what will make you a Grey Warden.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
All right.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now. Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The King has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the Darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Anywhere I can get supplies?
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest. Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The King likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Alright, I'll be
Good
on my
luck
way.
to you, then.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish. Okay.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Pharrell, and we contemplate.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I'm Rael.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Yeah, looks the battle will go well. Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
We call it the Beyond, but I know of no connection.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
So the dark... What's the Black City? Ask that.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I'll just kill every Darkspawn I see.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served.
The Kennel Master.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Oh? Well, what's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Alright. Dogs that you expect respectively backing down from any aggressive stance. You can see the intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Oh god. Alright, put the muzzle on the dog. Alright, hold still.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Alright. See if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Alright then. Not gonna do all the conversations.
And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go without blessing. You shall not be forgotten.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business. How can you not know of Loghain?
I'm a Dalish elf, man.
Free for Eldon. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities. I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Okay. Could I get an audience with him?
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty, nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kalen's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
I didn't know that. This is a fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kalen thinks. I see you're a Dalish. Marek knew a Dalish elf once. Never saw an equal with the bow before or since. I suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I don't know.
If Kalen has his way, he will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
The Dalish don't have kings.
And yet the fate of the Grey Wardens lies in his hands. Remember that.
Oh, alright then. Nice to meet you.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now fail.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill?
Task
complete.
On to the next.
Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Dude. Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... it's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Let's see what he has. I can't really afford any of this stuff. I do want that backpack, though. Yeah. Try to get that backpack. Let's see. Keeper's ring.
Hello again. Is it?
Alright. There. Wanted to buy that backpack. Okay.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eye.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
So why you're in there first?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Let's see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right.
Come on.
I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Alright.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Thanks. Alright. I'm gonna go talk to Alistair now. Yeah, didn't talk to everybody. Actually, before we go talk to Alistair, I'm gonna go talk to the Ash Warriors real quick. Then we'll go find Alistair.
You there, elf. What's your name? Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
Oh, nothing. You have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
I've been painted your dogs.
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same. Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Oh, okay. Alright.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay. Let's go find Alistair now.
How do you do?
How's it going? Let's go.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Sorry. What?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
It must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Oh. Pleased to meet you. My name is Rael.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Yes, just recently.
I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did?
Hideous. Dangerous. But killable.
You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
By the way, that argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Well, that would be awkward.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Alright, well, let's go.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay, let's go find Duncan. I think I can do this real quick. Let think we can do that section real quick.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
That's me. The new guy.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Alright. Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Got it.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, let's go.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Alright.
Time for a little stealth.
Down you go!
More wolves. Missionary Jogby.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Bandage him up.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're
fall on the
careful.
ground? Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
You know, if I'm being very honest, you sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear
True.
isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I didn't say that I did.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
All right. There you go, we found the flower.
Here we go!
There you go. Is there anything up here? Oh.
Light as a feather, silent as a wraith.
There's a lot of them. Oh my god. Going as fast as I can. There you go. You got all the vials.
Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
As you wish. Let's get
Let's take a look, see. 24 so far.
Time for a little stealth.
auto-saving some more enemies.
To the shadows. Darkspawn, destroy the fiends.
Aw, he detected me, damn it. Not getting away.
This should be easy. Track. Let's get started.
Lopez.
Idle time is wasted time. Let's get on.
I can hear them.
Even more darkspawn.
Level up.
As you wish.
Yes! We still need to find those documents. Very
Here. We're now level 4. Dexterity, my strength up 1. I'm putting points in strength because I want to be able to use my. I want to be able to get a certain suit of armor that I want to wear, as well as use a certain sword that I want to use. Improve survival. I think I'll do expert combat training or improve combat training. All right. Oh, there's so much to. The thing with the rogue, there's so much to upgrade with the rogue. So much to upgrade. Items while sneaking. All stealth checks. A quick-stepping rogue can move more easily outmaneuver an opponent from a wider flanking angle that makes backstab easier to achieve. Well, better to have it than not have it. I'm gonna get improved tools. The rogue has taken to carrying a full set of implements designed to defeat trickier locks and spring traps without harm. These tools add a further bonus when lock picking time. Alright, we'll do that. Nice. The letter for more information? Alright. Go over this way. Hmm? There's an ambush.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
I am unable to do that.
There you go, I think we found it.
Right. It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me.
Poor Darkspawn.
Finished.
Nice. Missionary Rigby.
Done and done.
Find the cache mentioned in the mill and take it to Jeddah and Redcliffe. Alright. Alright. We can find the Grey Warden cache now. Okay, one more battle to get through before we actually get to the cache. Oh, I can't move. Too late. Can't stealth now.
Easy enough.
It's fine. I can't do it well in combat. Eventually I will be. Bad idea.
Should be easy enough.
Oh, crap.
Do not falter!
Enchanted dagger. Cool. All right.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I feel like as an elf, he would know these, that the wilds are not hers. Intruder. And just how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine.
You can call me Rael.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Okay. Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Alright.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So, this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
She must not get...
Time for you to go.
She must not get a lot of visitors.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me,
Okay.
Hail. Now be careful, there's...
Oh man, we can go back out? I didn't know that. We don't have to.
Ostagar is a very defensible location. Even if the Horde outnumbers us, we should see a decisive victory.
Alright. First things first. Kennel Master.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Alright.
Task complete. On to the next.
Quartermaster real
Hello
quick.
again. Is there something you need? Look.
I want to see if I can buy the other backpack. There are those bolts. We don't really need those. Okay.
Welcome, young man. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
Speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. Of course. What good...
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Alright.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Alright.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Alright. I have no problem facing what is to come.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Are all humans such cowards?
I only know that my wife is in Highover with the child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us.
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
That's a horrible thing to say.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
That cup is way bigger than his face. I will always find that funny.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I'm alive.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
All right. 4 points? Heck yeah. Let's see. Two in cunning. Maybe just one in cunning, actually. 2 in dexterity, 1 in strength. Alright. Let's see here. So I'll get dual weapon finesse. The character is extremely skilled at wielding a weapon in each hand. Alright. Eventually I will get this. I'm gonna get this. The rogue has learned how to use items while sneaking. Alright. And next time I level up, I'll get this. What's my cunning right now? Oh, nice. Alright.
We can speak more after the meeting with the king.
Alright. Alistair.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting. He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel bad, and, well, it won't be pretty.
Alright. I think right here's a good stopping point. Alright.